What's good, fam? This your boy KCFL, King Self Life Wrestling Takes. I'm gonna talk a little bit about NXT. You man watched it. I watched the show. I haven't watched it in weeks. I said, well, I watched the pay-per-view, so I said, let me go ahead and watch the aftermath of what took place at Deadline. NXT, yeah, it was decent. Could have been a little bit better, but I get where they're trying to go right now. The main focus is who done it. In other words, who attacked Trick. That's what the whole storyline was. They was focusing in on the new breakout stars with the men. I see some potential there. I see it. Like I said, I'm not really on board with everybody. I mean, they already got they got two big beefy black cats up in there, and one of them was already, he cut a promo. I forgot his name, but they had him cutting the promo, and the boy was bucking his eyes out. I said, here we go. Listen, y'all know I catch that stuff real quick, especially when it comes to WWE. Listen, I catch it. I see it. My man was bucking his eyes real. I said, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. We got a women's tag team match. I wouldn't have done this match at all. If I would have done it, I'm dang sure not having the champion get pinned. We had Cora Jade and Blair Davenport versus the returning Nikita Lyons and Lyra Valkyria, the NXT Women's Champion. And guess what Shawn Michaels decided to do? Yeah, that's right. Shawn Michaels said Lyra Valkyria get pinned. I said, this is the one thing I can't stand about pro wrestling bookers and their champions. Their champions get pinned in non-title matches. I will never be a fan of that bull jive. Never. That's some straight bull jive, and I'm tired of this bull. I'm like, come on, Michaels. Like, why we got Lyra looking like a dang punk? Like, what do we like? Like, y'all don't treat champions with respect anymore. Y'all don't. You truly don't treat champions with respect. I'm like, what is going on? I'm tired of this bullshit. This stuff happens way too much. It happens on the main roster. It happens in AEW. It happens in Impact. I'm like, bro, we don't treat our champions with respect anymore. We truly don't. Like I said, the moment a champion gets pinned in a non-title match, you know what you just did? You killed their title reign. You killed it. You killed the prestige, because see, now when somebody does pin them, that pin won't mean nothing. That's why, unfortunately, with your homeboy Cody Rhodes, if he does go over at WrestleMania, won't mean a goddamn thing, because he's already been pinned as a champion. Guess who pinned him? That's right, Uso. Jay pinned him. So it don't really matter what Cody Rhodes do at WrestleMania. He can win, he can lose. It really don't matter. Prestige. MJF, I lost count how many times MJF been pinned. MJF been pinned like, what, several times now? I'm like, the prestige is, you know what I'm saying? That's why at World's End, I want some more. Listen to me. Salute to the homeboy Mel, because me and Mel was talking about this. I want some more Joe to squash MJF. It don't make a lick of sense for MJF and Samoa Joe to try to have a quote-unquote wrestling match. It should be a squash. It's called World's End. MJF's title reign should be coming to a unfortunate end at World's End due to the devil revealed and all the other shenanigans that's going to take place. We don't need no 5-star club. We don't. Because this man is so freaking bad. I mean, we got a report that Tony Khan is thinking about vacating the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. Injuries, ladies and gentlemen. Injuries have drastically destroyed AEW right now. The reason why AEW is on a lower spring right now is because injuries. The injuries screw plans, so therefore your plans are messed up. That's where you try to quote-unquote book on the fly. Booking on the fly is not good for business. It's not good for wrestling. And that's one of the major reasons why AEW is on a downward spiral right now. So Tony Khan and company have absolutely no idea what he's doing, because it seems like everybody he has is hurt. Everybody. So, back to what I was talking about with NXT. Champions getting pinned in non-title matches, I'm not for it. I'll never be for it. Never. We had an unfortunate situation that happened in NXT. We had Dijak and Eddie Thorpe. So, Dijak was close to winning at Deadline, but Eddie Thorpe came out of nowhere and just attacked him out of nowhere. So, they had a match. They really didn't have a match. These two were beating each other up so bad that they got into the doggone ring and they straight up just went into the, I guess the turnbuckles wasn't tightened up or something. They went into the turnbuckles. That thing came down, whacked them both in the face. Eddie Thorpe got busted open in the back. Dijak got busted open in the face. I was like, dog, I mean, that was not, everybody and their grandma know that wasn't supposed to happen. It was not supposed to happen. I was like, dang, man. So they just went on ahead and quote unquote tried to quote unquote finish the match. Dijak went over. Obviously, this ain't nowhere near over. This is more than likely going to carry over to Vengeance. So at the beginning of the show, we got Trick trying to consult Melo because quote unquote somebody quote unquote attacked Melo. I said, man, they got to do a better job at convincing people that somebody attacked Melo. Melo out here putting his flopping on or his trying to act. I say, man, I say, Melo, who you fooling? You ain't fooling nobody. You might got Trick fooled, but you ain't got the audience fooled, because later on in the main segment, the fans were saying Melo is guilty. Everybody know Melo did it. Everybody in there. See, the reason why didn't nobody know Triple H did it to Shawn Michaels was because they did a great job fooling people. They did a fantastic job. Like, I remember when Shawn Michaels got ran over. I remember that crap like it was yesterday. I was like, man, who the heck would it? But they did a great job at getting people invested in the situation. They did a fantastic job. Now, I don't know what Michaels and them trying to do. I genuinely don't know. But the one thing I can say, the one positive I take away, Trick Williams is one over cat. That man is over. I don't care what nobody got to say. I get on WWE's case for quote unquote not doing us right, and I have every right to, because they, in the past, they showcase they be on that white supremacy mode. But Trick Williams, that boy is completely over. He is over, ladies and gentlemen. We got the beginning match was the situation that had took place. Oh my goodness. This circus clown was over in my lane, and he trying to make a right turn in the left lane. I'm telling you, y'all, these are the type of drivers I be dealing with when I be out here on the highways and byways, y'all. I'm serious. Let me get my train of thought. So the first match was the situation that happened backstage at Deadline. You had, they call themselves the Metaphor, which is No Man Dar, the other cat that's in the group, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, and they got into it with Fallon and her boys. So they pretty much had a 6-man tag team match. They did, it was all right, you know. Fallon and her boys. Now, Fallon, she left the match because Tiffany came out of nowhere, so she chased her down. So obviously they got their beef going on. It's gonna be Fallon versus Tiffany Stratton. So it turned into a handicap match. But somehow, some way, Fallon's boys won. I don't know their names, y'all. So like I said, because I don't watch NXT like that, I'm just calling them Fallon's boy. I know Fallon Helen. I know her, but I don't know her boys. Her boys, they won. They beat No Man Dar squad. So we had a couple of the breakout tournament cats, whatever they was trying to do. The one cat, like I said, the one cat that was bucking his eyes, he seemed to be the one that everybody get behind. But I said, I wonder why. He beat this one cat. Then this other cat, he beat him. Like I said, forgive me, I don't know everybody's name. They brand new. Like I said, I got to get used to them. Like I said, from what I seen, the potential is there. The potential is there for these cats to potentially being somebody's, but they got to, quote unquote, get more into them. Like, Michael's got to put more forth effort in helping these cats out along the way. Speaking of helping cats along the way, y'all, I've got to be 1,000% because Lexus King is in it. He called himself trying to cut a promo with The Rock's daughter. Y'all, I'm trying to hang in there. I'm desperately trying. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. People say he was worse off in AEW. I don't know, man. He seemed like he even on the more midder cycle. I'm gonna give him a year. I'm gonna give him a year to see if he can get out of this mid funk, because what he was sitting up there trying to talk about, I said, man, I can't get into this. I'm trying. I'm desperately trying. I just can't. We had a couple of so after the match, after they won, Fallon's boys were kind of getting into it because Josh Briggs was there. Okay, yeah, Josh Briggs. I know Josh Briggs. I forgot the other young man's name. He was like, hey, man, you know, we got the win and all that, but this is not your, I guess, because he's supposed to be, in the breakout tournament thing. He said, this ain't your type of matchup or something like that. And then he said, well, guess what? The Iron Survivor match wasn't my type of matchup. Guess what? But I dang near came close to winning. So I don't know if they trying to break them up. I don't know. Like I said, man, it is what it is on that. Then we got a backstage segment with Thea Hale and JC Jane. Now, some kind of strange reason, those two ended up back in Chase U. I don't know why. After what my man Andre Chase did to Thea, I don't know why the heck she's still trying to get back into there. And then, in fact, you got JC Jane. They don't even look right in there. And while she was in there, while he was teaching, she was all up on the phone. She wasn't even caring. But one of the new cats that's a part of the breakout tournament, he's a part of the Chase U group. So I guess she got a crush on him. So backstage, her and JC Jane were quote unquote trying to track him down so that they can talk. And when they got to each other, they was talking very awkwardly, and it just, you know, cringe, you know. So then here come Kiana James and the other cat, the girl that helped screw over Roxanne Perez at Deadline. They came out, they started talking bull jive to one another, so I'm assuming next week we're going to get a tag team match with them or whatever. But I'm still trying to figure out how the heck is Thea Hale still with Andre Chase after what he did to her after that time when she came this close to beating Tiffany for the NXT Women's Championship. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch NXT on a regular basis, so y'all got to fill me in for the people who watch NXT on a weekly basis. Y'all fill me in on why Thea Hale is back with Andre Chase. Makes no sense to me. I'm trying to think any other match. Oh, Dragon Lee already. Open challenges. I said, man, open challenges is so freaking played out in wrestling. I mean, AEW does it. The main roster, WWE does it. Impact does it. So now NXT say, hey, Dragon Lee, I got the championship. I got it. The approval of the greatest luchador in the world's history, Rey Mysterio. So I'm going to quote unquote do my best to make sure this championship is prestigious. Now, this is my thing. You can do it. I just won't do it every week. I just won't. What I would do is I have circus clowns be gunning for him. Like, I do that for anybody that has the whatever's the work rate championship in the wrestling program. I'm not just gonna have cats wrestling every week. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have clowns that's gunning for them, have them fools quote unquote make up their mind who want to get them. That's what I do. So Drew Gulak, his squad. This is after Dragon Lee had beat Tyler Bate. I call him Tyler Bate, the Tyler Bate show, because remember when he used to wave like he was a part of the Queen of England and all them, how he would wave. And I said, the way how you say his name, it sounds like it's a doggone TV show. The Tyler Bate Show. Come on down, Tyler Bate. That's exactly what I think about every time I see Tyler Bate. I ain't never seen Tyler Bate get manhandled before, and I know people gonna say, well, didn't he go against Pat Dunne? Yeah, but they wrestled each other. Dragon Lee manhandled Tyler Bate. That wasn't even a match, y'all. That was an assassination. When I saw that matchup, and the next thing you know, I look up, the match is over. I said, oh, dang. I said, that boy got manhandled. I said, well, Tyler Bate get ready to come up to the main roster now. Now the question is, will he sink or swim on the main roster? That's up to Triple H now. So the final segment of the show, Whoop That Trick, comes out. Booker T, buck dancing the entire show. But the one thing Booker T somehow has synced in is when he be going with the song. Whoop that trick, whoop that trick, yeah, whoop that trick, You know what I'm saying? And heck, even Trick Williams was doing, he looked at Booker and was like, he started doing the ad-lib and everything. Listen, Trick Williams is over, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, the entire time him being with Melo got him to where he is right now. Even with the garbage booking they went through. Because I'm going to be 100%. Melo's title reign was decent at best, but it could have been a whole lot better if he didn't get called up to the main roster to get squashed, not once, but then the same cats came down on his show and squashed him again as champion. Trash. I don't give a care what nobody got to say. There is no justification for it. You try the justification, you might as well argue with your grandma, because I ain't playing. Trick, even though him getting destroyed, getting squashed, winning the North American Championship just to lose it 2 days later, which was a terrible decision by Shawn Michaels. Terrible. I don't care what nobody got to say. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But all of that time and then doing what he did in the Iron Survivor match, Trick Williams is over. Now, he came out, he talked about winning the Iron Survivor, but he said, I want to give opportunity to talk about my opponent that I'm getting ready to face at New Year's Evil. And that's Ilya Dragunov. And as he was talking, that man came out. He came out and he addressed him. He talked about it. He congratulated him. And man, listen, tell y'all something. Them two dang near shook up like Dragunov was at the hood or something. I said, man, hey, high-fived each other and shook. I said, get out of here. I said, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. But Dragunov straight told the man, listen, I get it. I know you just won the Iron Survivor, but I'm just trying to tell you, bro, I got some unfortunate news for you. You ain't winning this championship in New Year's Evil. And he right. He ain't winning because everybody and their grandma know what's going to happen. Everybody and their grandma's grandma know what's going to happen. I'm telling y'all right now. So, as Trick said, look, I appreciate what you just said, but like, you know, if this was like 3 months ago, I would agree with you. But not now. Because at New Year's Eve, we would be standing here looking at the next NXT World Heavyweight Champion. The crowd went nuts. The crowd started saying, whip that Trick and all that stuff. So, right as Trick started talking, who comes out of nowhere? Melo. Melo comes out. Now, like I said, Melo quote unquote got hurt. And he come out there trying to limp because, like I said, they had got an MRI. And the MRI came back as negative, said that he's cleared to wrestle at the on SmackDown because he's gonna be on SmackDown. They say he's quote unquote cleared to wrestle. I'm gonna let this young lady get out the car first before I come in. Yeah, they said she's cleared to wrestle. He's cleared to wrestle. So he come out there trying to limp, and I said, Melo, come on now, man. I've seen better acting from these circus clowns that play in the NFL and play in the NBA and MLB and with they fake injury self wearing selves. You know what I'm saying? He come out there trying to limp, and he said, listen, Trick, I know exactly who did it. It was Dragunov. Dragunov attacked you. He attacked me too. He attacked us both. Why you think it would be somebody like that to try to separate us two? And then Trick like, man, what's going on, man? Trick out here acting all naive and everything. I'm like, Trick, come on, bro. You see your homeboy then he turned on you a long time ago. You just ain't woke up yet. You just ain't woke up. Like, your man's done turned on you a long time ago, bro. Right when you told that man from the jump, bro, let's do our own thing. We don't have to break up. And I was like, that's the right way to go. But Shawn Michaels said, nope, we got to do it. We got to do what me and Triple H did all those years ago. And that's exactly what's getting ready to happen at New Year's Evil. New Year's Evil. That man is going to have this match won, and he going to get screwed. So, he go out of, the execution was just off. I'm like, y'all got to execute this stuff a whole lot better. He quote unquote tried to grab the title from Dragunov and then quote unquote end up whacking Trick. And I'm sitting there like, man, come on now. You know he purposely tried to whack that man. Let's call it for what it is. He purposely tried to whack that man. He tried. He said, ooh, like, come on now. And then gonna act all shocked when he whacked him. I said, get out of here, man. I said, Melo, you full of crap. You are full of crap, Melo. You ain't fooling nobody. You might got Trick fooled, but even the artists was saying Melo's guilty. The entire audience was saying Melo is guilty. Because everybody know. Everybody know. It's about the execution. You got to play this thing off. Play it off. And for some strange reason, they ain't been able to play it off because everybody and their grandma know that Melo is the reason attacked Trick. And then he gonna fake it, act like somebody attacked him, talk about it was Draguov. Just silly. Very silly. But that's pretty much the NXT review. I wanted to touch on the situation because the IWC is still frantic-y about the whole thing going on with AEW, the TV deal. Ring of Honor got their pay-per-view coming up, so Tony Khan was asked about Athena. Why hasn't Athena, quote-unquote, been able to defend her Ring of Honor title on AEW? She's the only one. If everybody else has been able to come up on the show, she's the only one that hasn't been on there. Y'all already know. TK said, well, I've been open to it. I've been open to it. I'm like, bro, listen, can I spell it out for y'all? Can I genuinely spell this thing out? Tony Khan is playing the one Negro at a time game can succeed on my program. I'm calling it out because I know fools become like, look, fools be when they be like, hey man, you say you only be talking. No, I told y'all I keeps it 100% about all pro wrestling companies, especially when it's concerning the talent that got my skin tone. I be on their helmets left and right. I'm telling you, Tony Khan has that syndrome. Only one Negro can succeed at a time. Because he know dang well Athena will wrestle circles around every single one of them girls on there. Every single one. People say, well, Willow ain't doing nothing. Willow ain't doing squat. She ain't doing anything. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. Like I said, Swerve is, look, TK is doing right by Swerve right now. That's right now. The jury is still out because everything is supposed to come together in 2024 when he potentially wins the AEW World Championship. But you got Athena who been doing work on Ring of Honor television. She's been carrying that division by herself. And the sad part is, Tony Khan know it. He know it. He know that if he brought her up, pandemonium. Pandemonium. He knows it. That's why he continues to suppress her on that doggone app that don't nobody watch. TK ain't slick. Like I said, I seen people online talking about, man, he know he got, I'm like, y'all must not really spell it. Y'all not, do I have to spell it out for you? Do I genuinely have to spell it out? Excuse me, because I'm about to sneeze right quick. Excuse me. Do I genuinely have to spell it out? I'm just, listen, I'm keeping it 100% because I don't want fools coming in here telling me that I be shucking and jiving for Tony Khan. No, I'm not. I'm calling for what I'm telling you what I see. Keith Lee should be in the same predicament as Swerve. Hobbs should be in the same predicament as Swerve. Look at Ricky Starks. Look at Ricky Starks. That's all I'm going to say about that. Look at freaking Ricky Starks. That's all I'm going to say. I'm like, you got the catch right there. It's just you putting forth an effort to get people to care about. I don't just want to care about Swerve. I want to care about Hobbs. I want to care about Ricky. I want to care about Keith Lee. I want to care about Private Party. I want to care about the Acclaim. I want to care about the Martin Brothers. Actually, I want to care about Willow. I want to care. Like, come on now. I want to care about Trish Adora. I want to care about Kiera Hogan. I want to care about all these cats. But Tony Khan, you got to. This is why a draft needs to happen in 2024. Games are over. We need the fools that are going to be on Dynamite and Rampage. They stay on there. The clowns that are going to be on Collision, they stay on there. That's it. That you got to do a draft. You have no choice. And you got to tell freaking better stories because it's one of the main injuries and bad booking is one of the major reasons why AEW is in the slump they're in right now. I'm telling y'all the bold-faced truth. You're hearing it from a cat that's a hardcore AEW head that's going to tell you the truth about this company. I'm not finna sit up and chill out like these AEW shields that think everything AEW does is fantastic. No, it ain't. And tonight, Dynamite, listen to me. Tony Khan, you better at least give us 3 matches added to the card because you want fools to eat. We just don't want to care about Samoa Joe and MJF. We want to care about what else you putting on this dang card. We better announce the Zombie versus the Witch. That better be announced tonight. Whatever you doing with Adam and Christian, that better be announced tonight. Whatever you doing with the tag team titles, that better be announced tonight. Matches need to be freaking announced. Games is up. We want better storytelling. I don't want 50 million wrestling matches that's not going to lead to nothing. Man, listen, I got to get the clown up out of here. I got to get into work. Listen, before I end this, I want to purposely say salute to the boy, my homeboy, Mr. Marcus Brown. I see me and him going to be going back and forth a lot. But I respectfully appreciate you, brother, because like I said, we respectfully agree and disagree on a lot of things pro wrestling. But I appreciate how you do, man. Like I said, I seen all the stuff that you was saying. I said, dang, I said, Marcus going in the comment section. Man, and listen, I talked to King Mike. I got to get a response. I ain't heard from him yet, but I talked to him about that situation. But man, listen, like I said, I just keep it 100%. I'm one of them cats in the IWC that loves pro wrestling, don't care what the company is. Like I say, I don't care. I just want my wrestling to be great. I just want the stories to matter. I just want the booking to matter. I want the matches. I want everything to be on par. Everything. But if stuff is on bull jive, I don't care what the company is. I'm calling it out. I don't care if it's WWE. I don't care if it's AEW. I don't care if it's Impact. I don't care if it's New Japan. I'm calling the bull jive out. That's just who I am. So y'all should know exactly what to do. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And I will talk to y'all cats, if not tonight, tomorrow for Dynamite. I'll let your boy.